What's up everyone? Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Max. This is Max Sick Ink Reacts, and today I'm checking out 12 to 12 by Sombr. Alright, so I've heard a few songs by Sombr, mainly the ones on the radio, and I really like what I've heard. I love his indie, kind of more raw production style that he has. The lyricism is always really good, and it just fits the vibe that I'm into. However, outside of that, I have not really dove into him, and I know he has this new track out, so I figured why not explore the world of Sombr a little bit more. Before I get into the reaction, if you want to support me and some of the music I make, I'll leave some links below to a playlist of songs I have produced, as well as my beat channel and beat store if you're interested in working with me. Let's get into 12 to 12. I'm liking this a lot so far. I love that tape slap on his vocals. Alright, before we get into what I think is going to be the chorus, I'm really liking that so far. I like the edge that it has compared to what I've heard. I've heard Undressed and Back to Friends, I think it's called. And those are a little bit more like chill indie vibes, but this has a little bit of a like an attitude to it, which I think is cool because it still fits his sound, but it shows versatility within the style that he's chosen. And yeah, I'm really liking it so far. Oh, falsetto. I like that. I don't even know what it is. Arpeggiated something. The chorus is really cool. I like the wider vocal sound that it had, all the layers in there. How it felt like it built, but it wasn't like built in a distracting way from the verse to the chorus. And then this little like arpeggiator, I can't quite tell what it is. It almost sounds like a marimba. It's probably just a arpeggiated synth, but I'm liking this a lot. It seems like Sombr has a very creative style about him, where it's pulling from influences, and you can tell what those influences are, but there's just something unique about the way it's layered and mixed, and the little additions that are in there, like with that whatever that instrument is. This melody's gonna be stuck in my head for sure.
You
I really love his vocal style. I'm getting it a lot more here than I am in like the radio singles that you hear a lot. And those vocals play into those songs well and exactly as they should. But here it just has this like side that I am hearing where he's digging in a little bit more. And I really like hearing the dynamics of doing that in the verse, but then doing the falsetto in the pre-chorus, and then going kind of somewhere in between with intensity in the chorus and having all those layers. Like, it makes each section feel like it is purposely done for a reason, not just, you know, dropping out an instrument but keeping the vocals the same. And that's not necessarily a bad thing in songs, but the dynamics vocally here are really cool, and I like how the vocals are playing the part of being dynamic, where the instrumental is a little bit more kind of consistent throughout the whole thing, even though it does change a little bit. That instrument again. Alright, so that was 12 to 12 by Sombr, and I really dig that track. I love how it has the more like poppy kind of drums, the disco influenced drums almost that we've heard from like Sabrina Carpenter and Dua Lipa a lot recently, but it's put through this slightly more dirty sounding filter that indie pop is going through right now. And I really like hearing the mix of mixing styles from genres in here, because it plays into a song really well. It fits the vocals, it fits the instrumental, and it just makes it this creative but cohesive piece that does stand apart from what we're hearing on the radio. Because a lot of music, even though it's changing a little bit now, and I think songs like this will push it even further, a lot of music is still very polished. And this includes the same elements as the polished music, but it's put through this, you know, there's a lot more reverb. The vocals aren't as hard tuned. It's dirtier. The guitar is grittier. It just has this overall dirtier vibe to it, which sounds super cool. So I'm really glad I checked this out. Let me know what other Sombr songs I should check out down below. Again, I have heard Back to Friends and Undressed, but I've heard nothing apart from those two in this song. So let me know. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for checking it out, and I will see you in the next one.